All right, you will feel the freeze when you step out the door this morning. Both frost and freeze alerts are in effect. You can see them there on that map in our area. And as the frost starts settling in across our area, did you get what you wanted out of your garden?
If you didn't, is it too late? And if the stuff that you got out of your garden isn't quite ripe yet, what do you do with it? So our John Shumway had all of those questions, so he reached out to a garden guru to get some advice.
And the answer is throw on your slippers and your bathrobe and run out there and pluck the tomatoes now before it is too late. You don't want them looking like this. There are things you can do, even some things that you can do to save what may look like it's not salvageable. The late season tomatoes are still there hanging around, green or starting to transition, and the time to act is now.
You can harvest them green as long as they're full size or maybe a little smaller. You can go ahead and pop those right off the vine and just bring them inside and let them sit for a few days and they will naturally turn red.
Penn State Extension Master Gardener Aaron Kinley says if you lack patience and you're not into fried green tomatoes,
you can actually put a banana with them in a paper bag, and that will get them to turn red faster.
Tomatoes aren't the only things you might want to go ahead and pick.
You might still have some zucchini coming in, maybe some cucumbers. You could bring those in.
For the things that you really can't bring in,
herbs like basil really don't like being cold. Peppers are quite cold sensitive too. So those are things that I would consider covering with a frost blanket.
Kinley says there are actually a few things you really don't need to worry about.
Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kale, they actually like a little bit of light frost. They tolerate that very well.
But generally speaking,
anything that you would plant in, say, June or July when it's warm, those are things that don't really like the cold weather.
So at this hour of the morning, you still have a chance to go out and cover things with sheets in order to protect them, because this is when the frost really settles in as we approach sunrise.
All right, so I've heard before, if you have a peach that you want to be ripened, put it in a brown paper bag with a banana or an apple. So is that essentially what you're doing with the tomato and the banana?
Yeah, absolutely. The banana gives off ethylene gas, which is a natural hormone that acts as a ripening agent. So in the paper bag, it helps ripen the tomato, but it's got to be a paper bag because the paper bag breathes. It allows oxygen in. That also helps in the ripening process. Do not use a plastic bag. Everything will just rot.
Okay, noted. Sounds good. Good advice.